Autumn has arrived in the Mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. The Ravens at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 26 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Jackson's throw complete there to Moore. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing is Jackson.
Their partner, that is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll try and run the option. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 2nd down at 4. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Young will set to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Young now. That one complete. He finds Shark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Second down, back to Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Young off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Young. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And some room to roam now. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
Sanders shaking and baking. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
11 yards and a Panther first down. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here comes Marshall in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Julio Jones, 47 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jackson to throw.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's got a man complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. One last shot for Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. But